Hey, welcome to the Rachel B Show. I got on here because I've just been learning this new lesson and I wanted to share it. Okay, so people always say the line of, you are what you consume, right? And it's really true, right? So if you eat poorly, you generally feel poorly, tired, all of that. If you are thinking negative, self-hating thoughts on yourself, then more than likely you're going to be more negative and unkind to yourself. If you're surrounded by people who are negative and constantly focused on how other people have failed them, you're going to be more of a victim in your own life, right? You're not going to look for solutions. You're going to see the problems. You're going to, all of that. So it's very, very true that what you consume makes up how your life works and goes. But attached to that is this other truth, right? Feelings are feelings, right? Another kitschy line, but it's really true. And the thing I'm learning is, yes, be grateful. Yes, focus on solutions instead of problems. Yes, try to see the good in your life and the blessings in your life. And yes, for every negative thought you can have, there is positive things on the counter side of that. All of that is true. But the feelings are feelings. How does that fit in, right? And how it fits in and how I'm learning it fits in is sometimes you're going to have a bad day. Sometimes you're going to have a bad morning. Sometimes you're going to have an anxiety fit. Sometimes you're going to be stressed out. Sometimes you're going to feel lazy. Sometimes you're going to be sad. What about those times? What about the time frames when you have those bad days, when you're feeling those feelings that sound bad or wrong? They're not bad. They're not wrong. You may not like them. I don't like when I feel those things. But they're feelings and you can't control them. And sitting there and talking to yourself about how you should be feeling, trying to say to yourself, no, don't think that. Don't be negative. There are so many blessings in your life. Let's just count them. Let's count those blessings. Or trying to stifle sadness or trying to stifle anxiety or trying to just be the good person or good girl or good neighbor, whatever it is. If you sit there and try to shove down those feelings, it doesn't help. Feelings are a spectrum. They're not just the pretty things. It's not just the ones you want to identify with. When you stifle sadness, you can't fully feel joy. When you stifle anger, you can't fully feel love. When you stifle stress, you can't fully feel peace. If you don't have the entire spectrum of feelings, you're going to live this muted existence that's not real life. That's not being honest. That's not allowing yourself to be a person. So how does that work? How do you think positively, try to look to your blessings, find solutions, but also be a person who has bad days and is stressed out and it gets overwhelmed and sad? Like, how do those pieces fit together? How do you just let yourself feel and also be productive and be a go-getter and achieve success and look to all your how does it? Like everything, it's balance, right? I really wish there was a better answer. I really wish there was, like in Staples, that easy button, that big red, I want to hit that in my life. But the reality is, part of the balance is accepting the process. Part of the balance is accepting what is right now. So on those bad days when you're sad, it's okay to feel sad. On those days where you're stressed, it's okay to feel stressed. On those days when you're feeling happy, it's great to feel happy and just exist in that. You can't let how you're feeling, this is the pin, but you can't let how you're feeling dictate your actions. You don't get to not show up for work because you're having a bad day. You don't get to not show up for yourself when you're having a bad day. You don't get to just cast something aside because of a feeling. That's part of the balance. It's not saying that that feeling is any less valuable. It's not saying anything about that feeling existing. But it's saying that you have to let yourself feel it, but also show up. How that functions in your life can look very differently. Maybe it's taking 5 minutes to just fully embrace and wallow and move on. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe it's you just having to go through the day and do the motions for today. I don't know what it looks like for you. But don't sit there and degrade yourself because I'm feeling again. I'm having a bad day. I'm feeling again because I'm not looking to the positive enough. Just accept where you are. It's okay. It's okay to be anxious and doing your work. It's okay to be sad and be doing your work. It's okay to be happy and doing your work. Allow yourself the entire spectrum of feeling. And that's coming from a person who really, really doesn't want to accept the entire spectrum of feeling. I don't want to embrace all of that. I like the small little world in my head that I feel protected in, the one that's known, the one that has muted feelings. That's the safe place for me. And I like that place because it feels safe. But the reality is safe, comfortable is not going to get you awesome. And that doesn't mean that your life has to look like working 1,000 hours a week or having millions of dollars. Awesome isn't some destination with some bank account, with some any of that. Awesome is getting to a place where you are content with the process. Honestly, that's the content with today, not because today is perfect, but because today is today. And what you're feeling just is. And understanding that today might be a sad day or a stressful day and it's okay to feel it. It's okay to be in it. It's okay to acknowledge it and move past it. Awesome is just accepting. You accepting the process, accepting today. So anyway, I hope that this was at all a blessing to you, at all anything to you. Maybe this is old news for you. I don't know. But for me, it's a truth that, like, while known, you ever have something that you hear and then it hits home and you're just like, how did I not plug the two and two together? That's been me learning this lesson recently and relearning this lesson. So I hope you are having a blessed day, and I hope that this, if nothing else, encouraged you to remember to love on yourself today. All right. Thanks for listening in, and next time.